Okay, fair. That's what you're doing. Say that. Is that what we're doing? That's what we're doing, yeah?
No, don't ruin the integrity of this draft.
Kudus can't go in.
You cannot let Kudus go there.
Kudus
You're so close, but so far, mate.
No, don't try and downplay my team. Don't try that.
No,
Tarkovsky.
I read your team.
No.
That's what you just said. Your team.
No, he's
ready.
He's trying to down. Nah, listen.
Alright, yo my people, welcome back to another episode of the Outchea Podcast. I'm your host Jay today, and I'm joined by
Mids MB.
Today we're joined by our brothers, the TFW YouTube channel, and today we're going to be doing a draft.
Yes, sir.
End of season draft.
End of season draft.
Yeah.
So do you guys know how this works?
Go on, explain it.
Alright, cool. So basically, from my understanding, it's kind of basically how you know how like the NBA will draft players and obviously you can't choose the same players and that sort of stuff. So we're going to do a team of the season, and essentially if I say Kevin De Bruyne, you guys can't put Kevin De Bruyne in your team of the season.
Okay.
So each team is going to be completely unique and it has to match up to be like an actual team of the season.
Obviously, if you want to put Foden on the left, we'll allow that, but it has to be within reason. They have to,
They have to sort of play that position.
Exactly.
Yes,
and we're going to do, just to make it difficult, two players from each team.
That's
Yes.
crazy.
Oh, that's crazy.
Are you allowed to?
You guys are the football.
That's crazy.
Are you allowed to put Saka at left back?
If you want to.
Wait, what's going on?
I mean,
What's going on?
If you put him there, just know we're going to scrutinize the team.
You're
So.
not serious. You're not serious.
cool. Say
So
that.
up into 3 then, or?
Wait, but hold on. Sorry. Saka at left back. It's 2024. It's 2024.
Yeah, I just had to get that in. I had to.
So no, it's cool.
Alright, cool. Who wants to start? Me.
I'll start.
We're going to do a serpentine draft, so when it gets to the end, I'll have 2.
Yeah.
And then we'll go back.
Yeah,
Cool.
makes sense.
So goalkeeper, yeah.
No, it's not goalkeeper. Any position you want.
Oh, any player.
Any position.
Oh, alright, cool. I'm gonna choose Gabriel, centre half.
That's your first pick.
First round pick.
First round pick's crazy.
Watch. What do you think, guys? He's going to realise.
No, first round pick.
Okay.
Yeah, taking Gabriel.
Why are you going to take Gabriel?
Gabriel's been Arsenal's best centre half this year.
Okay.
I feel like he's sometimes he's a victim of, like, I don't want to say his own success or whatever, but it's like Saliba. He makes Saliba look better, basically.
Yeah.
A lot of the times that, again, Saliba doesn't get involved in like the physical side of the game a lot, whereas Gabriel, he hounds on every single striker. He makes sure he wins all those duels, all these fogging duels. So, you know what I mean? And got a lot. I think he scored 5 or 6 goals this season.
Yeah,
So,
more than your number 9.
Yeah. Well, actually, our second number 9.
There you go.
What was our second number 9? So, yeah, Gabriel Magalhaes, 100%.
First.
Who you
Okay.
choosing?
First round pick. I'm gonna go Cole Palmer in the 10.
I knew you were going to go there. That's a good one. You need to be strategic, bro.
No. I already knew I wasn't going to have Cole Palmer in there. That's fine.
Yeah, I need him. As you know, as a Chelsea fan, I have to have him in my team.
Yeah.
You know, like he's transformed our club. If we weren't with him, we'd probably be a lot lower. It's like when United don't have Bruno.
Yeah.
It feels like Chelsea without Palmer. We've seen the result. We got smoked against Arsenal 5-0. He was probably trying to protect his legacy, not playing that game. You know, but yeah.
That game was dark because no one was doing anything. Everyone was just Jackson running.
The 5-0 was even like,
It was lovely.
Yeah, because first half, we didn't even get smoked that much. Couple results went against us in the second half, and then that was it. It was done from there. But Cole Palmer, need him in the squad. You know, just announced as Young Player of the Year, so you know,
Yeah, deservedly so as well.
very happy to have him in.
What, no Saka?
He doesn't fit the criteria, he's 22.
No, he
No,
does.
he does.
Isn't
You
that
just
under 21?
he does. He was just nominated for Player of the Year instead of Young Player. It's
Because
all,
he is gonna wait,
it's all
isn't it?
politics.
If you
innit?
started the year as a 23-year-old, you're eligible. So that's
Yeah.
why Haaland, Isak, which is horrible.
Wait,
Yeah.
so is Foden...
Yeah.
Because they were saying Foden could win 3 in a
He
row.
was never going to win Young Player, and he's definitely not going to win Player this season.
You don't think so?
Foden?
Saka.
Oh, Saka?
Yeah.
Saka was... Who would have put Saka as...
No, he's not even on the nominees, no?
That's what I'm saying.
He's on one of them. He's
No,
on one
not,
of them.
not.
He's on neither.
On neither.
It's a bit harsh, but
Game's the game. Game's the game.
Yeah.
PR, man.
Alright, cool. So this is me, my first pick. So now I need to be strategic. Yeah. I'm thinking strategically in terms of the positions players play and how much options there is. So for my first pick, I'm going Rodri. When you think of DMs in the Premier League,
Yeah.
it goes Rodri top, and then obviously there's
Some
great
others,
DMs,
isn't it?
but the drop off is mad.
Yeah.
So in my first pick, I'm going Rodri. Have you seen Man City when they literally similar to what you said, when Rodri's not playing, it's a different City team. And I don't know how many games it's been with Rodri in terms of when he plays, how many games they've not lost. It's a mad stat.
Yeah, it was over.
59?
Yeah,
It's a mad
yeah.
stat. I
He
think
hasn't
the
lost
only
since
slip up was
2022
the Champions
or
League game against Real Madrid. Other than that, they haven't lost for ages. So I'm going Rodri
Fairs,
first
that's a
round
good
pick,
pick.
man.
I was gonna pick him.
You have to be strategic in this game,
It's
man.
true, it's true. Okay, so I get 2 picks now. Now I'm thinking, let me take my CDM as well. Because there's 2 standouts.
There's one exactly. That's why you
and
have
then
to go
everyone else
early.
is like, it's debatable. So
Yeah.
for me, I'm going to have to take Declan Rice.
Yeah,
I
there you
can't
go.
lie.
Yeah.
I would have taken Thomas Partey, but this season he hasn't done enough in terms of actual game time. But we know his quality, but he hasn't done enough. And
Yeah.
Casemiro's washed. So. But Declan Rice.
He's learning Arabic at the moment, apparently.
Yeah, crazy. Crazy.
Mashallah.
But in terms of
Be very careful.
Yallah Habibi.
very, very careful.
But in terms of Declan Rice, he's played that 8 role, he's played that 6 role, he's played with Jorginho, Havertz, and he's still been shining in that Arsenal team as well.
100%.
And some people could say he's been better than Saka this season. Some people could say he's been better than Odegaard, which is debatable, but he's been
he's
very...
in that
arguably-
Arsenal team, I think
Yeah,
he's
he's
one of Arsenal's
arguably-
top
Yeah.
best player this season.
100%.
If
In
not
terms of
signing of the
consistency.
season, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he's definitely shot for signing this season, 100%.
Yeah,
I'd say
between him
Palmer's
and
up
Cole.
there, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, Palmer is up there, you know, yeah.
But in terms of like, he's one of the hearts of that Arsenal team, and I could just see him growing in that team as well. There's still a lot to his game that he needs to
By the grace
develop.
of God,
But he's one of those players. That's about the grace of God.
Yeah, man.
And now I'm gonna pick striker. Now,
Okay.
this is my favorite striker in the league, me personally. Like when I see him, I'm just like,
Damn.
I can watch his goals back, feel proud. By the time,
Can't be Noni. Can't be.
no, he's not a striker, so don't worry. But
Oh, no.
yeah, I'm picking Isak.
What? Okay.
I'm not thinking Jackson.
Because the way you were lining it up, I was like, I thought you were going to say Isak, but okay.
No, Isak's goals I've seen this season, they've been good. He's scored a lot of goals. And when you just watch them as well, they're just, people might say it's Thierry Henry-esque finishing. I wouldn't go that far, but they're very quality.
He has that style.
The inspiration is definitely there.
Yeah, you definitely watched this game, so I'm picking Isak as my striker.
Fairs.
All right, again, need to be strategic. Obviously, over there you took Palmer, so I'm gonna go for a 10. And if we're talking about 10s in the league, I got to go Kevin De Bruyne as my 10.
Second half of the season.
Bro,
That's your second Man City pick, by the way. You're done at Man City.
wait, you can't pick no more.
No,
Two?
no,
Bro, two. You don't
Ah,
listen.
cool. That's minor. I think I'm still taking the. But it's still a good spine regardless, and obviously we'll get to the other places. But yeah, Kevin De Bruyne, I mean, still up there with goals and assists this season. Obviously, he's getting older as seasons go by, but it doesn't seem like he's slowing down. So yeah, I'm gonna go. Obviously, that's Rodri, my DM, and Kevin De Bruyne as my 10.
At least you know it works. So.
What?
Yeah, tried and tested. Go on, PV.
Okay, cool. So I'm going to go for my Man City player now, who is arguably player of the season as well. I'm going to go for Foden. Now the question is, where do I want to play him? Left or right? Because he's played across. He's played in the 10, he's played in the right, he's played in the left.
In the starting lineups, he started on the right sometimes, and then he started on the left.
Yeah.
But in that City team, you float.
Yeah, exactly.
I think it makes sense to put him in the 10.
It's whatever you.
I
Because
put
Palmer's been
Palmer
playing on the right wing,
Palmer in the 10. Palmer's done a similar thing for Chelsea as well. He's played off the right, but when Noni's come into form, we've put Palmer back in the 10. So for now, I'll put Foden right wing. Speaks for itself, to be honest.
Me personally, I'll swap them around.
Yeah, that's what I would have
Is
done.
it?
Well, you said you put Palmer where?
I'll put Palmer in the on the
Yeah, I
in
would
the
have
10, Foden
Oh
on
no,
the right.
I would have
I'll
swapped
swap
him.
him
But
around.
I can
but
either or. But
Because you know Foden has more stinkers on the wing than he does
Then he
in
does
10.
at 10, yeah.
Something that people don't talk about, but it's
Alright, thanks for the help, guys.
I'll
I'll swap
go
it
to
then.
Saka.
I'll swap
Just
it.
help me out, brother.
I
Just help me
don't
out.
mind swapping it
Yeah,
first,
yeah.
but I got those two for now.
Alright, say no.
Alright, cool. I got 2 picks now, yeah?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go for another City player. And I feel like this City player is the only player that I can actually say, you know, he's had a standout season and he's like one of the only ones in his position to do so. I'm gonna go for Guardiola at left back.
By the way, guys, the left back is going to get dark, you know.
Yeah, you know, I was thinking about that.
Because there's no Luke Shaw, there's no Shaw.
I know Zinchenko, bro, it's gonna get dark.
Dark.
Like, for real.
Yeah.
But Guardiola, I think especially it being his first season, and I said it earlier, like his Pep signings usually for the season after, they sit on the bench, they watch how the team does for like half the season. Can they come in? Maybe, maybe not. Next season their time to shine. But Guardiola's hit the ground running, and now he's scoring goals and adding assists. And he's like,
Vital goals as well.
bro,
Nearly scored a hattie.
and also
He should have taken that pen.
Yeah,
I don't
he
know why.
should've.
Should have. But he reminds me of Saliba in a way, the way he's like very composed on the ball, especially because he is a by trade centre half. Now he's that wide. Yeah.
Initially, I wasn't really too impressed with him.
Yeah,
like,
I think his second half of the season has been more impressive than so.
Yeah, and that's when Man City tend to play their best football and they get running. So that makes sense.
Yeah. Then I think my pick.
So who do you have so far again?
So I just have Gabriel Magalhaes and then Gvardiol at left back.
So gone quite defensive early on.
Yeah, because I think that there's more to choose up front than there is
there's like more
defense.
Options because it's been I hear what you're saying.
So then for my next pick, I'm gonna go for Ollie Watkins up front. I'm gonna go for Ollie Watkins up front. Double digits in goals and assists this season. Without him in the Aston Villa team, they wouldn't be in Champions League football. They'd probably be Conference League or whatever, and they probably wouldn't even go as far in the Conference League as well.
19 goals this season.
And 12 assists or 13.
Crazy.
I understand, you can say, but he's doing it for a Villa team, but this is the Villa team that are clicking. Bailey's getting goals. Morgan Rogers they brought in, he's getting goals. McGinn is chipping in. And Watkins is the crown jewel there. So,
and I'll say he's the one player. If you take him out, they're not. I don't think they're finishing.
Obviously, Zidane
Champions
got a
League
brace
spots.
the other day against Liverpool and whatnot, but it's not quite the same.
Like he's actually the heart of that team, especially he can play a bit on the left as well in terms of running the channels.
Quickly, just a little bit off topic. Do you think Ollie Watkins leaves and shows how good he can play this season?
If he does, that's crazy to me. He's in the Champions League now.
Yeah, but it's a risk though, because it's the same way Newcastle win the Champions League this year, and what happened?
Yeah, but they did get done quite dirty by VAR decisions.
But the teams around them are gonna boost. I think it's very scary to say that Aston Villa are gonna make Champions League again. They're probably not.
I know what you're saying, but then it's like it's dependent on who goes in for him.
I mean, if Arsenal go in for him, it would have been a bad shout.
That's what I was gonna say. Yeah,
it wouldn't be a bad
it's dependent on who goes in for him because
or Liverpool.
Yeah.
Again, would not be a bad shout.
Yeah, fair enough. Okay.
You pick it,
All right. You guys raised some decent points about defense, and I'm thinking, and the left back, thinking should I go there? But then again, Watkins has been picked, Isak has been picked.
There's only one other striker that you can say, and it's like there's two. There's three other strikers.
Yeah, there's two defo.
But then you say like, you've got a gunman up top.
No, because if you pick one of these two, you've got a gunman. If you pick the third one,
it's like a maybe, like he is, but we need to see again.
I like it how all three.
So for that reason, I'm just gonna go for Haaland. I got my two City players. In fact, all the players I have at the moment are City-esque. You've got Palmer. So I'm gonna go for Haaland. Speaks for itself. People are saying, obviously, it's hard to replicate what he did last season in the debut season, but he's still top goal scorer. And, that's unbelievable.
I mean, if he scores a hat-trick against West Ham, then...
And also, he missed 3 months of football or 2 months of football.
And City are still in for it, and he's still the top goal scorer. So Haaland, that's my striker.
Yeah, fair enough.
I hear it.
Obviously, I want to pick my striker now because he's probably going to sweep it up, but I also want to get my defense sorted. So when you said defense, I was grimacing to man. Like I said, but I'm gonna solid up my defense, and I'm going with my first Arsenal player, which is William Saliba, as my centre back. I've got my spine. I mean, that again speaks for itself. I was one of his biggest haters when he first came to Arsenal. I hold my hands up. I hold my hands up, but bro, he's quality. He's really, really quality, and he's shown it this season across 2 campaigns now. Not really.
The injury last season, but then,
I think he showed
his absence kind of shown how important he was.
Is that right? Because when I said it on,
he played this season though.
No. When I said it TFW, we're in a better position this season than we are last season.
Are you though? Second. Are you? You was on 200 and something days,
listen
bro.
To what I'm saying. But listen to what I'm saying though, because last season when we lost Saliba, it was like, okay, now everything's going to pot. Whereas this whole year, he hasn't been injured. And it's a thing where we only lost 1 game. No team is
this calendar year.
Aside of City, no team is perfect. This calendar year, we've only lost 1 game. And then when we played City,
crucial game.
And he got man of the match there. He got man of the match there, Old Trafford and Anfield.
I get. To be fair, he done his job in those respects. But I guess overall, Arsenal, now it shows you couldn't have afforded to draw those games. Like to be honest, if he was going to win the league, you kind of had. We don't know what happened on the final day, but you kind of had to beat City at their ground, similar to how they did it to you. But Saliba did his job. He was man of the match in those performances. So and he's really shown
it counted
value.
against Villa though.
That was not. You don't.
I'm just saying. But anyways. Slander, take away the slander. He's in my team. He's in my team. So yeah, that's my centre back.
This is your player.
But just a quick question before we go on to your pick. Yeah. Do you think William Saliba is the best defender in the league right now?
I think he's up.
I think so.
Obviously, we have like Van Dijk and like Diaz, who have been great in past seasons and whatnot. Yeah. But like in terms of this season,
I think
if you're saying in terms of this season, yes, he's the best. In terms of overall, credit in the bank, it is still Van Dijk. And Van Dijk, he actually did have a very good season up until, and it still has, to be honest. Yeah. It's other parts of Liverpool's game that's cost them. The midfield is quite poor, and the strikers and attacking force haven't been doing their job. But
Alisson's been injured as well.
Van Dijk is still the best defender, but this season Saliba has the title for being the best. Yeah.
And if you think about like even what was the season when he got injured? That season they were defensively horrible. This season Alisson's been injured.
Virgil.
Yeah. And they've still been able to kind of steady the ship.
Yeah. That was 2 seasons ago. I think he did his ACL or something.
Yeah. Pickford, evil.
Yeah.
And the fact, but my first pick, I'm gonna sweep up Van Dijk because I feel like with centre back, there's only a couple more superstar ones, and then it gets very dark from there.
I hear it, but my centre half is a sleeper. You're never gonna guess who I'm gonna put centre half. But go on.
Of course, yeah. So my first pick is gonna be Van Dijk. So that's my first Liverpool pick, and my second one is gonna be McAllister. I really like the way he's come into his own. Really come into his own this season, and for me as well. When you look at the Caicedo, McAllister signings, we can all admit McAllister's just way better for money in terms of actually influencing a game to win it. He's better in terms of that as well. And Szoboszlai was meant to be the big money signing. He's meant to be the one that changes the club, next Coutinho or whatever.
We'll talk about him.
Yeah, people compare him to Odegaard at the start of the season. But when you look at the test of time, he was playing the 6 at the start, 8, and he just stuck to it and then eventually figured it out. So yeah, those are my next 2 signings.
Very solid, very solid.
Right, there's 2 players I want to pick here, but I think let me pick this player first because again it gets dark. So I'm gonna go for my striker and hopefully my other midfielder doesn't get taken along that side. So the striker I'm gonna pick is obviously Haaland's taken and Isaac's taken. So I'm gonna go
Watkins taken.
And Watkins. So I'm gonna go Dominic Solanke.
Thank you.
As my striker. So that's my spine done. I've got Dominic Solanke up top. Obviously this season I think he's done really well, to be fair. He's done really well at a Bournemouth team, and I feel like I don't know whether or not he's good enough to go to a top 6 club. Yeah. But I feel like for the club that he's at, he's done really well to get the amount of goals that he's done. So obviously that Dominic Solanke, De Bruyne, Rodri, and Saliba. So that's a good spine.
It is good. And I think he would be a very good signing for Villa if they lose Watkins.
Yes.
Because I feel like he can sort of do the same job in terms, not necessarily in terms of link-up play, but I feel like he might even offer a bit more because he is built more like a target man. He is more of a poacher, I think, than Ollie Watkins. Yeah. I think Ollie Watkins just has a bit more to his game.
But Dom Solanke, he's been a baller, being a Chelsea fan, we knew he was a baller.
That 2015 squad,
bro. Come on, man! Like him, Ruben Loftus-Cheek, all these guys. Tammy, it hurt to lose him, and then when he went to Liverpool, he didn't really get his chance. But he was young. You see now, he's got an opportunity in the Premier League, and he's done very well. So yeah, that's a good pick, to be honest. Now coming on to me, okay, man. Where do I go?
I'm just going to take a note of the players.
I'm going to go left back, like I said, because it went back round and no one picked him. Feel like there's only really been one standout left back. Seeing as we're playing 4-3-3, I'll go Destiny Udogie. Okay. I feel like he's had quite a good season.
There's not great left backs.
Because even him, like the second half, he's a bit.
But I feel like more. That's Tottenham in general, and he obviously has been injured. He's now had his surgery and etc. And without him, you've seen the issues that Tottenham have had because that first half of the season, Tottenham top of the league, blah blah, all that rubbish. Like
they were good invincible.
But like you saw him doing so well, but then you could see elements of his game that was still a bit rash. He got that yellow card early on in the game against Arsenal, I remember. He got that red card against Chelsea, which basically cost his team that performance. But then overall, Tottenham were doing so well, and that was because of him doing that whole inverted role. I respect it. But now, obviously, we've managed to kind of catch up with them. We've managed to kind of catch up with Tottenham. If Tottenham lose against Sheffield United and Chelsea win, we're 5th.
I will love it.
You know, so I guess that kind of shows how important Destiny Udogie has kind of been to the squad. So yeah, man, I'm picking him.
Yes.
Now here, just quick one. Have I picked 3 players or 4 players?
You picked 4.
I picked 4.
Yeah.
Because I've got Guardiola, Gabriel, Watkins. I don't know if I picked a 4th.
No, wait, who started?
You started.
Oh yeah, I started. So then it was 1, and then 2, and then 2.
Yeah, so
So
you
you
should have
did
4.
you not pick 2?
No. Actually, no. After 3. Yeah, because I started. It was 1, 2.
Oh yeah, you got 2 now.
Yeah. All right, just making sure. All right. My next player, I'm gonna pick Martin Odegaard. In that 10. I absolutely have to. And to be fair with you, it was a bit of a toss-up because you can only choose 2 from each club.
Yeah.
I was thinking Martin Odegaard this season has been sensational. I think if you make a team with the season, he's your number 10. Aside of, maybe you put Palmer there, I think Palmer's probably the only sort of competition that he has for that number 10
You wouldn't
spot.
say De Bruyne. I know De Bruyne has played a third of, I think, Premier League games.
Yeah.
But in chances created, he
I-
tops it.
I
How?
hear-
How?
He
How
could
does
win
he-
the system.
How does he do that? And assist, he
He's
might-
like, I think he's on 7 or 8.
Yeah, obviously, but I think Palmer might.
But no,
Palmer.
I think
Yeah.
Watkins.
Pascal Gross has like 13 or 12 assists as well.
But if you
So-
compare Odegaard, I know Odegaard's role is a bit different, but De Bruyne's kind of caught up to him in output.
I hear it. In
But I
terms
feel like De Bruyne has not really been playing. It's more so that final ball where it's like only he can do it. I don't
Yeah,
think
exactly.
watching him a
Doesn't
whole
matter,
90 minutes.
and that's what
Yeah,
I'm saying.
fair.
Obviously, he has that game winning mentality that you
Doesn't
don't
matter,
care,
man.
you just
Yeah,
take that.
exactly. And
But I feel like for a whole 90, I'd rather Odegaard because of the legs as well.
is crucial to this team. We've seen De Bruyne out of Man City and they've still been functioning. They can allow someone like Foden to do that role.
Yeah.
But if you take Odegaard out of Arsenal right now, Smith Rowe is not doing that job. Fabio Vieira is not doing that job.
Yeah.
There's no one else that can. And even when it comes to aside of his role in the Arsenal team, his playmaking, his choice of pass, his weight of pass is almost second to none. Like I don't think there's many in world football that can do the playmaking role in that final third.
These are
as
big
well
shouts.
as him. It's true though.
Yeah, other than
Like,
like the old guys like
that's-
Modric and De
yeah,
Bruyne.
and they don't even really play as high as him, really.
Yeah.
But then if you talk about other 10s, De Bruyne on his day, of course, is better than Odegaard.
Yeah.
But other than that,
Wait, say it one more time in the mic.
what?
One more time. De Bruyne is what?
De Bruyne is better than Odegaard, 100%.
Yeah, okay. And what about Bruno?
Bruno.
Bruno.
Bruno's not better than Odegaard.
We're gonna get to that.
We're gonna get there.
But yeah, that's my first pick out of 2.
Yeah.
And then my next pick, I'm going for my centre half. And this one is a bit of a, I don't want to say a wild shout, but I feel like he's had a really good season and it's only come into light now. I'm going to go for Joaquin Anderson from Crystal Palace.
That was gonna be one of our sleeper ones.
He's been very, very good, not
Yeah.
only this season, but last season for Palace as well.
Yeah.
And I'm kind of surprised that, we've all been hearing talks about obviously Elise and Eze up front, potentially leaving
Even
Palace.
Gehi before,
Exactly, even
before
Gehi.
Anderson.
But then Anderson, whenever you watch Crystal Palace, he is the one doing so many different pings. It's like the guy still has BBM. It's crazy. The amount of passes that he completes, these long passes, it's crucial to Crystal Palace. And I think there hasn't been anyone that does that and is also still defensively solid. I feel like he's someone that can easily go to a top 6 team next year. So those are my 2 picks.
Fair enough. All right, I'm gonna go for another midfielder here, more like 6-8 type.
Who do you have in your
midfielder.
team so far?
So I've got Palmer, I've got Foden, I've got Haaland, and I've got Udogie.
Okay.
I think my team's cooking, to be honest. But
It is decent.
so in the midfield, I'm gonna go for Douglas Luiz
Okay.
from Aston Villa.
It's a
you
safe
know.
pick. I hear it.
Yeah, I
All
feel
my
like
picks are getting taken. Alright, cool.
I feel like he's been quite good this season, like he's been chipping in with the goals as well, which I really respect. And just like he didn't get that move to Arsenal, which he thought
unfortunately.
he could have potentially got, and that could have been frightening for the league. But I feel like he's been quite good this season. On the ball, he's quite good. Set pieces, he's good. So overall, I just think he's a solid Premier League midfielder. And if he stays at Villa now and plays in the Champions League, I feel like he'll show his worth. I think he got a call up to the Brazil squad as well, which I was very happy about. And he made Rio Ferdinand sharp, so I'm quite happy about that too. Peckham Reds, man.
But no, he came back. He came back with a trophy, the Champions League trophy. So it is what it is. Nah, but okay, I'm gonna go again. Midfield.
Beefing youngers,
Nah, bro, put your trophies on the table, waste man. Anyway, I'm gonna go for another midfield player. Obviously, my top pick Odegaard has got taken. My second pick Douglas Luiz got taken. But I want to shore up my midfield and complete, and then I can look on the other positions. I'm gonna go with the one that you've mentioned actually, Pascal Gross in my midfield.
Well, you mentioned him earlier. I was like, oh, there we go. That was heard his name.
So, yeah, I was gonna call him anyway. He was my third pick or whatever. But yeah, so there we go. Pascal Gross in my midfield. I mean, for Brighton, you can see how quality he is. Like, he really, really is that player for Brighton. Obviously, they've got other dotted players around the pitch, but again, if he doesn't play, one of those ones, if he doesn't play, they don't play as well. And he's up there in terms of assists this season, and I think he's only behind Rodri in terms of passes made.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? In the league. In the league.
Yeah. And
so
Rodri
it's like,
has the ball every 5 seconds.
you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So
especially
it's
like they've ripped out their spine with Caicedo and McAllister.
Yeah.
It's only like Gilmour who's a young player. Like
Gilmour's good.
He's good, but like he has to be the veteran, one controlling the games. So.
Yeah. But obviously, I'm gonna just what's it called? Honourable mention. If I didn't get any of those and I didn't get Pascal Ross, I would have said Kobbie Mainoo. And I know, hold on, I know he hasn't been playing the whole season.
He's still out there.
That's not why.
But he's up there. And in terms of when he came in terms of like midfielders in the league, there's not many. There's not many that have been better than what he's done for this Manchester United team. Casemiro's been shocking. Amrabat's been shocking. Scott McTominay ain't good. You know what I mean? Mason Mount's been injured. So for a top 16, for an 18-year-old to come into this Man United team and hold us, bro, he knows his quality. But that's my midfield. Kevin De Bruyne, Pascal Gross, and Rodri. That's amazing.
It's a good midfield.
I want to ask you, do you think Kobbie Mainoo is better than Wharton from Palace? Wharton.
Yeah, he is.
I don't
know.
Yes, he is.
Because Kobbie Mainoo has flaws in his game. Like I love watching him.
I think the biggest flaw is that his pace, his recovery pace is not good.
Yeah, and off the ball a bit.
Do you know what it is? They're both.
He's
they're
learning.
both young
He's
Gs.
learning.
They're both young G's having their debut season in the Premier League.
Yeah.
Too
So
soon to
One's
call.
for Palace, one's for Manchester United.
yeah, and in that Palace team, he's been playing really well. So
you think Kobbie won't play really well for Palace?
No, I'm just saying.
I mean, you're both not in Europe, so.
Okay, fair. I see what you're doing. Say that. Is that
But
what we're doing? That's what we're doing, yeah?
Because I've got 2 picks now, so I'm thinking, where do I want to go? You know what? Let me go left wing. Now, this player, depending on how I'm feeling later.
I know you're picking already.
No, there's two names that when I describe it, you might think is this player. I could switch it to Cam, could switch it to left wing, but for me, this player is the heart of his team. And I think if him and another great player in his team leave, it's gonna they're getting relegated. Okay. But so I'm gonna pick Eberechi Eze. I'm gonna put him on the left. I genuinely enjoy watching him play. He's 26 now, so I really want to see him, whether it be to Spurs or another top 6 side. I want him to just go out, prove that no, I'm still this guy. I'm a baller. And if it wasn't for injuries this season, him and his twin, Elise, they'll be cooking the league. So I'm gonna pick Eze for the left. Now for the right, I'm surprised he's fallen this low.
Honestly, that's why I said it was a toss-up.
I mean, I run out of Liverpool players, so I'm gonna have to pick Bukayo Saka, man.
Fairs, man.
That one's self-explanatory. You don't need to do that.
Fairs, man.
Mr. Consistent, he's better than everyone when you compare him, but man. He's young as well, so I have that shield.
Yeah, it ticks all the boxes. I hear it.
Alright, cool.
Wait, just who do you have in your team so far?
So I have Saka, I have Isak, Rice, VVD, and McAllister.
Okay.
Good team as well.
Yeah.
But to me, I'm going to finish off my complete spine. And I'm going to go for my goalkeeper, my second Arsenal player, David Raya, as my keeper. Most clean sheets in the league this season. And obviously, it's not only down to him, it's down to your defence and your team in general. But David Raya has been a good addition to the Arsenal team, obviously on loan from Brentford. And I'm sure that you guys will...
it's already been
buy it. It's done. It's triggered. So, listen, great keeper. Obviously, I don't genuinely think he's the best keeper in the league, but for this season, he's shown that he can play for a top 6 side. He goes into my team, and I don't really need to talk too much. He's great. He's a good player.
And he's displaced, what's his name?
Ramsdale.
I forgot his name.
100%.
So my team right now, I've got David Raya in goal. I've got Saliba. I've got Rodri. I've got De Bruyne and Pascal Gross, and then I've got Solanke up top.
Fairs.
It's good, yeah.
Yep. All right, so I'm going to complete my attack now.
Okay.
Going to go for my second Tottenham player.
Yeah.
He could class him as a striker, but definitely also a left winger. You know, still managed to hold this Tottenham team down after his twin left. And you know, I'm gonna go for Heung-min Son.
Fair enough.
You know, one reason why I'm picking him as well is because I know he could have scored that opportunity against Man City, but he didn't do it.
That's tampering. I don't care what anyone says.
No.
I've seen him score that 6 times.
But seeing him miss was weird because, bro, 9 times out of 10 he's dinking the keeper and it's going
10
in.
out of 10 he's doing it, bro. I've seen him do it on every single season. I've seen him do it.
No way you were off your chair saying, son, score.
No, I thought that
bro, I almost fell down
it.
to my knees, bro. I was hot, bro.
I would have put my mortgage on that. He's scoring that.
Oh, no, I was heartbroken.
Yeah, if there's a striker in the league, one-on-one,
You know,
if
like,
obviously there's better, but Son is
bro,
up
you know,
there.
arguably he's one of the best finishers. in the league.
Yeah,
Statistically.
it's unbelievable.
All time, like he's up there.
It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
So you know, but I respect him for missing that opportunity
No, he's a prick.
because I needed that.
Yeah.
I needed that badly.
It speaks to the mentality of the club.
It does. But that aside, great footballer. You know,
Yeah.
output is obvious, and he can play on the left. He can play up top. I feel like he's probably one of the only other Spurs players that I'd want in my team. So yeah, I'm going for Son on the left.
So on the left,
Yeah.
you don't play it up top.
Now, because I've got Haaland up
He's
top.
got Haaland.
So Son can move
But
there.
Son on the left in
Yeah,
2024.
No, don't do that, bro.
don't do that, bro.
It ain't the same, man.
It isn't the same, but when Richarlison was playing
Left.
on the left and right, they're kind of interchangeable. So
No, I think he can drift on the left, but I don't think he can be like a left winger.
not out and out, but yeah, I
See on
do
team.
get what you mean.
Yeah.
Cutting, inverted, you know.
Right, cool. For my 2 picks here, I'm gonna go in goal. I'm gonna go for Jordan Pickford.
Oh!
Yeah, Pickford. I think
You got yours though. Why are you complaining? That was gonna be mine.
Pickford. I think has been a testament to this newfound Everton defensive ruthlessness under Sean Dyche, and he's one of these keepers that I feel gets a bit too much hate sometimes. I feel like you don't necessarily understand the task he has to do at Everton to stop them from conceding, especially in previous years as well. And I think only second to David Raya, he's got the most clean sheets in the league. So that one kind of speaks for itself.
I think it's quite crazy that he hasn't got. Obviously, the way he plays is not how a lot of top 6 want to play, but it's still a bit crazy that he's still at Everton. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I
Number
do
one
get
keeper
that.
for England. He
Do you
could
know
play.
what?
He could play for Tottenham. You know what I
100%.
mean?
But I think even with what you're saying, I think he's even proven that he is adaptable, because there's been a couple games this season where I'm seeing him ping it.
Yeah,
and
the
it's
ping is
accurate, and I'm
unbelievable.
like,
Yeah.
Pickford, settle down. But again, I don't know why he's still at Everton. I think it might just be the love of the club.
Love of the club. He signed a new contract. Yeah, I
He's
don't-
the only one keeping him up.
yeah.
As soon as he goes, they might go as well.
Yeah.
And that would be sad to see, because they're one of the only English teams that have never been relegated. So
Yeah.
it would be kind of peak. And then my next pick, this is where it gets a bit technical, because I did have a player that I wanted to pick from Arsenal, but I've already met my quota of 2. So, you're going to have to hear me out on this one. Yeah?
Uh-oh.
You're going to have to hear me out on this one.
Uh-oh.
But in midfield, I'm picking Caicedo to be that holding.
That's not him, yo.
No.
I think you're going to say Zinchenko. What's about?
Nah. The reason I say Caicedo is because, again, I think obviously for the fee, he's definitely not worth that fee, 100%. But I think it's the same thing that I was kind of saying to like defend other players. If he was bought for half of that price, you'd look at him and say, no, this is actually a great signing. Because one thing that I've realised about Caicedo in this Chelsea team is that he is the one doing all the sweeping up. He's the one doing all the maintenance. Even sometimes when I know Enzo's been playing with an injury for a couple of months and whatnot, but Caicedo's been picking up the slack for everyone basically. He's been doing kind of like similar to what Kante was doing at Chelsea, where it's like that one man midfield, but obviously not to that same quality.
Yeah.
He's the one that is, doing the tackles, protecting the back 4 or back 3, whichever one you guys play, and then letting Enzo, Palmer, Gallagher ahead of him do all the stuff to go into the final third. He's not really fussed with that. And I think for especially the team that I'm building, and especially because there's other players that have been picked, Caicedo is kind of the best out of the lot.
I think he's low-key underrated in terms of... There's times where he's left on an island in terms of... I still think Enzo, obviously you just mentioned the injury. Enzo sometimes, he has to do Enzo's job for him. And the hospital pass... Because even Kante, he still played with like David Luiz in a free, Rudiger. These guys who are good defenders, whereas we've had like so many different combinations. Sometimes Thiago Silva would be there. Sometimes we were playing Colwell, Disasi, Badiashile, and sometimes they were in and out of form. And Caicedo's had to deal with bad passes.
And it's made him look worse.
But he's also done bad passes. Let's not.
He's
he's been great.
At the start of the season, I definitely think it was a bit rocky. I'm not gonna say his performances were amazing, but
the whole team was.
But as you can see, like a more consistency near the end of the season, you can see that he's actually really good. And I think he's not even a 6 really. I think he's a low key 8, like box to box type player.
I think he's the perfect player to play in a pivot.
Yeah, especially with Cucurella inverting, it allows him to go up a bit more with a bit more confidence.
Now there's more stability in that midfield. It's not just him. It's like him, Cucurella, and then maybe Enzo if he does pocket and then he goes.
Yeah, and there's been a couple instances where he's played that pass that's, set off the attack in Cole Palmer, or we saw it recently.
Oh, with that little chip.
Or we saw it recently with Reece James, or we saw it with when he pinged it to Colwell. And there's been instances in the season where I thought,
he's not just a destroyer.
Yeah, he's not just a destroyer. He's got quite a lot to his game. So I hear that. I respect that.
What's your team?
So far I've got Gabriel and Anderson in centre half. Then I've got Gvardiol at left back, Watkins up front, Odegaard in the 10, Caicedo in the midfield, and then Pickford in goal.
Okay, first. All right, with me, I think, is this going to be my first Arsenal pick? I think it is. I don't know. Did I used to cuss this guy? I don't really know. Probably because I just cuss Arsenal for no reason.
I know exactly who you're going to pick. You did.
But at right back, I'm going Ben White.
Yeah.
Fair enough, man. Oh my days. Fair enough. He's been so good this season. I can't even disrespect it. And we're forgetting he still can do that right centre back role if you need him to. But he's been doing that right back role so well. I mean, the overlapping. Even if he doesn't get the ball, you see how important it is to the way Arsenal play all together. Because if he goes on the outside, Odegaard's on the inside, or Saka can cut in and do what he needs to do. And then defensively, he's sound. He's been unbelievable. He's added goals to his game. He stat padded against my club as well, So,
that goal was... He didn't mean that, did he?
No, he didn't mean it. He meant to cross it. It's even embarrassing. Like, man,
even the way you celebrate, was like, that went in.
Man, scoring accidental goals against us. But, all in all...
is a win, man.
Exactly. All in all, he's been very good. It's a shame, obviously, with whatever's going on with the England camp and him. Like, it's a shame, to be fair, because I would
100%.
potentially look to take him as an option with Reece James not being fit, and I wouldn't even want to risk Reece James going with, Trent. Are we going to play him Trent in the midfield? What are we going to do about that? Like, so I would want to take him. It's a shame.
I'll take him as the second right back option.
Yeah, I would want to take him, but
because even Walker, he's still good, but there's been games where he's looked a bit human.
Yeah, or we can play Walker right centre back in the free as well. So
you can even just play Ben White in that free and then allow Walker to or
exactly
Trent to play in that 4 or 5. In the middle.
So he's such an adaptable player. He's shown his worth for Arsenal. It's a shame that it's not really working with England, but proper good player. That's my next pick.
I'm gonna go my centre half, my other centre half, Tarkowski. Okay, I'm going Tarkowski. I think he's gone under the radar. Not under the radar, but he's had a good season. I feel like he doesn't get much, plaudits for what he actually does at his club. So there's other centre backs that I can go with, but the way he plays is good for me, and I like that. I'd like to see that partnership with him and Saliba in my hypothetical team. Yeah. I think that would be a good centre back partner. So I'm gonna go Tarkowski, and then go on.
So I've got 2 picks now. Let me sort my goalkeeper first. My goalkeeper pick, I'm gonna pick Emi Martinez. I really he's just old fashioned good. Like he's not necessarily the best in terms of ball playing, like out of like the Nanas and the Ryers, but in terms of just I need you to just stop shots. I really think he's really good with that. So I'm going to pick Emi Martinez. And my second pick...
Martinez is a good one. I was going to pick him. He's at the top of the Premier League for goals prevented, according to XG. I think right now he's prevented Aston Villa from conceding about 10 goals this season, which, when you think about their charge for top 4...
Really? Over Onana, because the amount of shots Onana saves for us, how many opportunities we...
So the way they calculate that is against the XG, and it's like over a cumulative period of time, obviously. Yeah. So I think Onana was like 6th or 7th right now.
Crazy.
And then my last pick, I'm thinking, should I?
I said I was coming like Statman David.
Yeah.
My last pick, I'm thinking, should I get a 10 or should I show up my defense a bit? Let me show up my defense, because I feel like there's a lot of good midfielders in our league, so I'm going to pick Braithwaite. really been impressed with him this season from Everton. And yeah, he's just been really good in terms of I could see him replacing Maguire in the next, maybe not the next tournament, but the tournament after, because he can ball play well, he's strong. He just does everything. He has all the fundamentals sound. So yeah, I'm going to pick Braithwaite.
That's a good one. I thought you were going to pick him, Max.
Nah.
Tarkowski's a good
I
shot.
like
though.
Especially
Especially with
It's a good shot.
Saliba.
I mean, with the sleeve, because I guess he can probably do that Gabriel role, how you talk about Gabriel does that
true.
first.
I'm going to go for my second Newcastle player. And I'm going with Anthony Gordon on my left wing.
Oh, good pick, man.
On my left wing. I think it's crazy that no one has...
That's who I was saving for. Oh, man.
You try to keep them late so no one fixed them.
That's what I'm saying, man.
But now, yes, I've got Anthony Gordon left wing. This season, again, there's been great attackers. Obviously, Haaland's done well. Saka's done really well for Arsenal. Even that's gone under the radar. But Anthony Gordon's been quite consistent in terms of goals for Newcastle. Obviously, Isak's chipped in here and there. Bruno's chipped in here and there. But it's like Gordon is one of those players that, again, if he doesn't play for Newcastle, there's not many outlets you can get. I know Amorim has his little purple patches, but Anthony Gordon, regardless of when he plays, he does chip up with goals. Yeah. And again, he's just shout for that England team. I mean, I don't see why Gareth doesn't take him. Obviously, there's other players.
It's Turkey.
But the what's it called's gone up, hasn't it? The amount of players you can take
from
to the
23
Euros.
to 26 now.
So listen.
Yeah, so I think with a 26-man squad, he does make it.
And for me, he's been the best left winger in the league for me personally. I don't think anyone else is really
arguable.
Yeah, it's arguable between him and Bailey.
Have you chosen your left winger? Eze, innit?
Yeah, Eze.
Have you chosen yours? You chosen yours?
I haven't.
Your left winger?
Oh, Son. I put Son.
Cool.
You're trying to think of what we're thinking.
No, because I'm gonna say this player. I didn't want anyone to.
Okay.
I can't pick him anyway.
I mean, by the time it gets to me,
I think Trossard has probably been better than Anthony Gordon this season.
Trossard. I couldn't pick him anyways.
Yeah,
I can't pick him because I've already got two Arsenal players, so that's why I was like.
It's debatable, to be fair, for me, because Anthony Gordon's been asked to play striker at times when Wilson and Isak's been injured. He's played left wing, right wing, but for me on that left, he's just a menace. That's the thing. I wouldn't say he's necessarily but he's just been constant threat, applying pressure, just a good presser as well. So yeah, for me, Anthony Gordon is a very good shout to
Gordon, man.
And I think especially with the decline of Rashford and Martinelli, Mitoma, I think he's been injured as well.
Yeah,
he off just form alone, and Grealish has been injured off form alone.
No. I don't want to brag, but my team's stacked, man.
No, Grealish has been stinking. He hasn't been injured. He's been stinking.
Yeah, 100 M's is crazy.
Let's keep it a buck. Because I'm not liking this. Grealish gets a free pass and he costs 100 mil.
Last season he was detrimental to that
Last season he was. I think he was a good system player in the fact that yes, he was able to.
Everyone's a system player in that.
No.
Man.
Because when you're 100 mil, you can't just be a system player. Yeah. If you look at all these 100 mil signings, even we mentioned before, Declan Rice, he's not a system player. He's come in and he's changed that Arsenal team. Caicedo cost over 100 mil. He's come in, and if not for him in that Chelsea midfield, they'd be conceding a lot more goals and they wouldn't be in position for Europa League. Enzo Fernandez, you can say, I guess kind of the same. He's been important to that Chelsea team's midfield and just the overall balance as well. There's not many other 100 mil players that you can say, and you're like, nah, he stunk. Grealish has been stinking.
Yeah,
he's been stinking.
I'm not impressed.
I wouldn't say he's been stinking, but he hasn't like... I wouldn't watch him and be like, that's 100 mil player.
Bro, the youth looks like 20 M's.
Yeah. He's not the same player as he was at Aston Villa.
Like, don't get twisted. The treble season, okay, unbelievable, but the drop off is bad. It's poor. Obviously, injury included slightly, but it's not good enough.
as well taking his place.
Yeah,
no, but even Doku hasn't been amazing.
He's dead.
So for someone who hasn't been amazing to take your spot, and then they're even thinking, okay, so what do I play? Julian Alvarez on the wing a couple of games, and he's looked out of place.
Yeah, but I guess that kind of speaks to how amazing Pep is because they still reached, was it quarterfinal in the semi-final in the quarterfinal of the champs. Went out to Real Madrid and they probably will win the league anyway.
On for a double.
Exactly.
So my team's Raya, Saliba, Tarkowski, Rodri, Pascal Gross, KDB, Anthony Gordon, and Dominic Solanke.
Fair enough.
Solid.
Fair enough. Next position, I'm going to go for a centre-back. Still don't have one, so I'm going to go Fabian Schär in centre-back for Newcastle. Okay. I feel like, he's a very good centre-back. Aerially, he's quite good. On the ball, he's very good. Newcastle, they haven't had the best season. It's been quite difficult for them being in Europe, I believe. Injury-wise as well. But I feel like now they're making a slow push back up for Conference League Europa spots. It's basically between Chelsea, United, and Newcastle. And unfortunately, it looks like United are going to be, well, fortunately for me, it looks like United are going to be the team that finish 8th. It's in Chelsea's hands to finish 6th, and then Newcastle will probably get that 7th as long as they don't lose that final game of the season. So yeah.
I hear it. Yeah, he's been very, and he's scored quite a few goals.
Exactly.
As well.
Yeah.
He's got the odd banger in his locker as well, which is always nice to see as a centre half. So I hear that. For my 2 picks, right wing, I am gonna. This one is a bit technical because there is one player I could choose that is there statistically and obviously and whatnot. But then the other player, it's just injuries. And I'm going to choose Michael Olise, right wing. I was going to choose someone else who has 18 goals and whatnot. I was like, he gets in he gets in every season.
I'm already picked about Liverpool players.
So I'm going to go with Michael Olise. I think I mentioned it previously that when it comes to wingers in the world, his output, there's only one player in terms of like what he's expected to do every game that is better than him, and that is Kylian Mbappe. Beneath him, you've got the likes of Rafinha, you've got Vinny Jr., and all the other wingers that we've already named, as well as players in La Liga and whatnot. I feel like if we have a full 38 game season from Michael Olise, we're going to see what he is truly about. And there's one sort of like, I don't want to say passive arrogance because that's kind of like a whatever, but it's
the aura.
No, I don't know. It's kind of like he's bored, and it's like
the nonchalant gimmick.
And it's just like,
but he uses it well. He's actually a baller.
He's actually a baller. It's not like Anthony that's doing this and then he's gonna come and do nothing on the pitch. Do you know what I mean?
Less on Anthony.
Olise is quality, and he knows it. And I'm just happy that he's actually showing the quality and people actually waking up to Michael Olise.
Yeah, top baller.
So that's my right wings pick, and then for right back, I'm gonna go Trent Alexander-Arnold. Again, he's one of those players who, when they did get injured, you did see Liverpool team kind of be a bit shaky. Obviously, Conor Bradley came up and he did really well. But I think even still, with the amount of football that Trent Alexander's missed this season, he's still got the highest average rating of all right backs in the league this year. Not to mention we already know about his generational ball passing ability, striking the dead ball. Trent Alexander is kind of self-explanatory.
The goal against City as well.
Exactly.
That nearly kept them in the title
big
race.
Goal. Very big goal against City. So
Furs,
that's
I hear that.
That's my right back.
Okay. Furs, it's tough for me now, man, because I've got Son on the left, Haaland up top. On the right, I have Cole Palmer. Foden in the 10. Behind him, I've got who do I have? Just behind Douglas Luiz. Right back, Ben White. Left back is Udogie. So and then Fabian Shaw, centre back. So 2 more picks. So basically, I got to.
Do you have a goalkeeper?
Yeah, I got to sort out the keeper and I got to sort out the 3 more picks. I got to sort out the keeper, sort out like my
Centre
DM,
back,
and then sort out my centre back.
Yeah.
Important picks.
It's gonna make or break your team.
Honestly, it could, man, and I don't think anyone's really gonna pick these guys, so I'm gonna put it out there. You mentioned Kobe, and I really have liked Kobe this season, but
he's not really
a DM, is he?
No, but he's played there. He has played.
Your midfield will get around through there.
Exactly. So this is a weird one, which I'm not sure everyone will rate, but I quite personally like this player, and I was gonna say Endo.
You know
It's
what?
not about the shot.
If
you just need someone to sweep up, and everyone else be balling.
I really like the job.
That's who I was gonna say next.
I've really like the job that Endo's done. You know, what did he cost? Like, I was talking to a Liverpool fan, 13 million. I thought, bro, did he say 30? He said no, 1-3. Fair enough. Obviously, they're making jokes saying you wanted Enzo, you got Endo, like you know, all those type of jokes. But he's done his job. Done his job. And in that first half of the season, people were like, okay, wow, you know, great business yet again from Liverpool. Look how much Liverpool have spent compared to Chelsea, and look, they're in a title race, etc., etc. So no, he's done his job. I feel like where Liverpool have fallen short is not really his fault. To be fair, you know, it's kind of things beyond his control.
It's more so up front.
Exactly. Not taking their chances. Salah came back from AFCON and he really wasn't really the same guy. How many flipping chances does Darwin Núñez need? Like, you know, so in that Liverpool team, I feel like Endo's done his job, so I'll pick him as my DM. So yeah.
That's not
the only thing I'd say is that Endo is, I think for me, he's a stopgap.
Yeah.
I feel like this summer they're gonna buy a proper DM that's going to actually, anchor that midfield. But he has been great bit of business.
Yeah, because I was gonna put Wharton out there, but what do you think? You think Wharton's more of an 8 because he plays quite high up. You see him give the ball to the more attacking players and stuff.
I think with the way Palace play, they don't play with or from what I've seen at least, they don't play with like a 6 and an 8.
Yeah, because of him and Will Hughes, right?
Yeah, and the way that midfield is, because obviously it's Munoz on the right and then you got Mitchell on the left. It's like they do the job they need to do. So at certain times they will play like 6s. And then one of them might push up.
Yeah.
And then the other time, it's like, okay, cool, we've got a bit more of the ball. We can actually advance a bit. And then that allows it to sort of shift into a back 4.
Yeah.
And then it's a bit of a weird triangle. It's
mad. It flows. It flows.
Yeah.
So it's like they do the job they need to at the time. That's why I don't really see either one as a 6
or 8. Fair enough. I hear that.
Right. This one, I don't know how he's how many low pick, but my right wing, Mohamed Salah. I mean, obviously, I know there's other players that have been better than him this season. He hasn't been obviously the best this season, but still up there, 18 goals this season. So my team is stats. Sorry, man. I think I've won this already. Yeah, man. So obviously, I got Mohamed Salah on my right wing. No brainer, man. Great for Liverpool. Staying, which I don't think he should. I think he should leave.
What is he announced? He definitely will stay.
Well, he hasn't announced it, but it's looking like he will stay.
Just one more year, maybe.
I think he should go Saudi.
Yeah,
I don't think he should go Saudi though.
Yeah.
I think he should go to another European team.
Nah,
maybe
bro,
Syria or something.
He should go Saudi. Let's not get into the politics of it too much. But the brother's posting Christmas trees. He's a Muslim act, bro. He needs to just reach Saudi and get on his D.
Also, he needs to lock in.
Lock in, bro.
Man can win.
Lock in.
Yeah, he can win Syria. He could win.
But then what does that mean for him?
He can win.
He could do a job
La
probably
Liga,
at
bro.
Juve.
Bro, go and win some more trophies.
Yeah, go get the bag. Go get the bag, bro.
He can always get the bag, bro. He can always get the bag after that. He's still at the top of his game.
I hear it. I do hear it.
Fair.
So,
PSG, with Mbappe leaving.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? He's the guy at PSG.
Yeah, fair.
It's not-
It's a
it's
good
not
pick,
bad
though. It is a good pick.
Mohamed Salah, right wing.
So I'm thinking, let me just read out my team one more time. So I've got Eze, Emi Martinez, Isak, Saka, VVD, McAllister, Rice, and Braithwaite. So I'm thinking I need one more midfielder. So I'm going to go for another guy who I just enjoy watching, Paqueta. Someone who I feel like could interchange with Eze in terms of my team as well. And someone who, for me, in terms of when I look at this Brazil squad, obviously Neymar is injured, so he can't be the main man. And obviously Vinny in the international tournaments isn't the same Vinny he is in the Champions League. So I feel like someone like Paqueta he's just someone different. He reminds not of Payet per se, but just that flair player. You just tell them go out and ball, do your thing, and especially when they didn't have him in the team, you could just see that the team wasn't the same. I think when he came back from injury, they just started winning games again at West Ham. So Paqueta for me to complete my midfield. Now I need to sort out my fullbacks. I haven't picked any Chelsea players, so it's time.
If you need left back, I will kindly give you a left back.
No, I've got a left back. I've got a left back in mind, but
not like the one I've chosen. I'm saying like other left backs in the league that have done really well.
Yeah.
If you need left back, I can give you a left back.
Yeah, but I'm gonna go for my Chelsea boy Gusto. I'll be honest.
He's a good player.
When he came in, obviously they had the memes of we just signed a bunch of guys with braids. Like none of these guys are serious. Yeah, none of these guys are serious. And I genuinely thought like Gusto was gonna be such a fall off from Reece James, who I believe is like a world class right back. So the fact that he's come in and he's been solid, and he's actually made me question: do we need Reece James?
Stop.
But like
he holds his own. But
generally, like he can start for a lot of teams in the Premier League in terms of top teams.
He can, but his injury, he's had a few injuries this season as well. To be fair,
Yeah, but we've run him into the ground. Like we're meant to be rotating him. We haven't had any. We can't play when we played Disasi. That it's horrible. When we played, we've only just brought back Trev into the team. So, but yeah, for me, Gusto, he's got 6 assists this season. He's just a menace on that right flank. Him and Palmer's link up is amazing.
Yeah.
Him and Noni's link up. He's just a really complete fullback. And I feel like as he's getting older, sometimes he can be he could turn off a bit defensively. At times.
I was gonna make that point.
He's solid defensively,
you saw
but at
against
times,
Leicester, Mavididi, he absolutely chinged him. Then and then also, who was it that we just recently played where?
Brighton.
was it right where we?
And Cisa, was it?
Yeah, like
One of those two, but
yeah, where you know, like he should know they're gonna cut in,
Yeah.
and he just doesn't stop it.
But I feel like with maturity, he's gonna figure those
Yeah.
things out. He's gonna look back at his game, and I definitely think it's gonna be healthy competition for Rich James as well. Because you look at a player like Luke Shaw, who's like very talented and should be the best like left back in our league. When he had someone like Alex Tellez, he had someone like who do you guys Malacia. When he had those players, they
Witsec, man.
Witsec, bro.
yeah, I even forgot. When he had those players behind him, it made him play better. So hopefully it has that same impact on Reece James
that's
as
a
well.
good
Where
point.
he comes back and he's better. He's clear of Trent. That's what I'm hoping.
Yeah.
He comes back.
No. Fit. That's what you want to
Just
do.
come back a bit, man.
I'm not getting a red card, but yeah, those are two.
Okay, wait, who did you say your team was?
Paqueta and Gusto.
Oh, yeah, Paqueta and Gusto. Okay,
and
that's
Gusto.
nice. Yeah, I hear it.
Right, so I've got just my fullbacks to sort out.
You might as well do
So-
your two, and then I'll end on my two as well.
Okay.
Oh, so that's your team done?
No, I've got one more.
You got more?
Yeah, so let it come back.
Oh, okay,
I'll do one of
okay,
that. Come back.
good.
Well,
So
I got my left back.
I'm gonna go right back first. My right back, I'm gonna take the most assist fullback in the league, which is Trippier at Newcastle. Now with
you.
Trippier, I don't know why you lot.
2024, Jesus.
No, bro, the stats are still there. You went Gusto, but the stats are still there for Trippier.
Yeah,
like let's not
it's very
try and downplay
He's
it.
had
Like,
some bad performances
Yeah,
this
that
year.
Christmas
though.
period was shocking.
it's
Man was
shocking.
beefing with the fans, bro.
It's shocking, but the stats are there. The stats are there, regardless of what anyone says. He still puts numbers on the board, and that's what you want in a football game. You want someone that's gonna play well. More often than not, he is a solid centre back and
Right back.
right back. Sorry, and Gareth's gonna take him regardless. Gareth will take him. Whether he wants to play on the left, whether he wants to take him on the right, he knows his squad, and he knows that Trippier's gonna do a job for
Good
him.
at
So
set pieces as well.
that's
So
my.
because Gareth is taking him, you're taking him.
No,
This
I'm
is why
taking-
Gareth should go to United, man.
No, stop.
Just throw in general. Just like-
No, but Trippier's a great player, man. So yeah, I'm taking him on my right back.
Okay.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna go for because I've got my centre back and keeper left.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go for my. It's dangerous leaving your keeper till last, but I'm gonna do
Wait,
it. 'Cause
sorry, read out your team again.
My team's David Raya, Saliba, Tarkowski, Trippier, Rodri, Pascal Gross, KDB, Gordon, Solanke, and Salah.
Okay, I thought
Oh,
you
so
had
you
two
need a
left
left back.
Yeah.
So I need a left back.
Yeah, so like I said, it's dangerous leaving your keeper till last, but I'm still gonna do it. I feel like because goals win games, if your attacking players are good enough,
Yeah.
the keeper should be okay. So my centre back, I'm gonna go for Pau Torres. You know, I feel like that was, him and Diego Carlos is between the two of them. I feel like they've been very good for Villa this season. You know, the way in which Unai Emery wants to play his game, that offside trap that they play as well is quite
Very
brazy.
good.
Yeah, you know, I think where did he come from? Villarreal, it was tough for him to leave boyhood club and everything, but he came to a trusted manager who is proven in Europe and is now proving himself in the Premier League yet again. Tough time at Arsenal, but you know, to get Villa into the Champions League is very good, and I feel like Pau Torres and that Villa defense has been quite a lot.
And especially for the way Emery wants to play as well. I feel like he's been like I don't think they could have done the same thing with Tyrone Mings exactly the way this season. I think they would have still been good, but it would have been the same. No?
Yeah,
Nah, it wouldn't have been the same.
exactly. So I'm gonna go for him. Yep.
That's a good pick. For me, so I've got my left winger and my centre mid left. Now, before I say my pick, boys, please, can I choose a winger, he's a right winger, and put him on the left?
Depends.
Can he do it?
Has he played there?
He has done that. He has played there previously, but for his main club, he's only played on the right and up front.
For his main club. So when have you seen him play on the left?
No, he has played there for the club, but predominantly he's only done that when he's had to fill in for injuries, and he's done it all right. But
You can.
I mean, I'm out of wingers, so I can't take it.
You can, yeah.
okay, cool. Then for both my last picks, they're playing for the same club, so it's on the right and out at the same time. Centre mid, I'm going for Mohamed Kudus, and then wing, I'm going for Jared Bowen. Now, Jared
Centre
Bowen,
mid, you're good, Kudus.
yeah.
No, you can't allow that. No, man, them.
What, Kudus? No, wait, hold on. I'm hearing Bowen. Bowen's on left winger.
Bowen's valid.
Bowen,
that's fine.
cool.
Yeah, but Kudus is
Kudus-
playing right centre mid and right wing. So
No,
No. You can't
don't
take
ruin the
Kudus.
integrity of this draft.
Kudus can't go in
You
your
cannot
midfield.
let
We were so
Kudus go
close.
there.
Kudus a
You're
forward.
so
Kudus a
close,
forward.
but
He's a
so
forward.
far,
He's a
mate.
He's a forward.
no, but
I mean, you could play Kudus on the left.
but he
Yeah, exactly.
but he plays like a midfielder, bro. Like when you actually look at how Kudus plays in this West Ham team.
If you put him in a 10, I would have said, okay, that's a stretch, but even still,
no,
okay, I'll
it's
take it.
4-3-3. I have a 6 and then 2 midfielders ahead of him.
You got Odegaard in there,
yeah,
though.
Odegaard and Kudus.
No.
Oh, you can't do that.
Overruled,
Do you know what it is?
overruled.
When we argue or defend our teams at the end,
Okay, cool.
if you make it, we're just gonna get on to you. Bro.
Yeah.
I mean, that's wild.
Alright, I won't take Kudus then. I'll still take Bowen on left wing.
Yeah, cool.
But instead in centre mid, I'm going to choose Bruno Guimaraes
okay.
at Newcastle. So
I could have been
why do you speak?
Yeah, I know.
So Guimaraes, I think again he's one of those players where Newcastle, when they had the injury crisis and he obviously was unavailable, they really felt it in that midfield.
Yeah.
Obviously, you know, they had Lewis Meyer who came up and has done really well, but it's not quite the same, especially when it was him and Joe Linton that got injured. So I think Guimaraes, and again in this midfield of mine, I feel like we'll just shore things up, make it solid, and he has the creative spark in him. I feel like Guimaraes is one of those players that are like, you know what they say about Jude Bellingham and the reason why he wears number 22 or whatever is because he can play 6, 8 and 10. And I feel like Guimaraes can do the exact same thing. He can hold it down as an anchor, he can play as a box-to-box, and he's got enough creative IQ to actually thread passes and you know look at that final third. Bowen, wherever West Ham need him to play in that front line, he does it, and he does it well. He scored so many goals this season. Obviously, he did hit a bit of a lull during, like, I'd say January till now, really. But his first half of the season, people were looking at him like, yo, this guy can have a really good season. And he could actually put himself in contention to say that when it's the front line for England, bar Harry Kane, he's probably bar Harry Kane and Saka, he's probably like one of the first names that should be on there. So I thought that speaks for itself. And that's my team done.
That's your team done.
So I got Pickford in goal, Trent at right back, Gabriel and Anderson at centre half, Gvardiol at left back. My midfield is Caicedo, Guimaraes and Odegaard. Then my front three is Olise, Watkins and Jared Bowen.
It's quite a good front three.
We'll finish 6.
That's a Champions League team, man. That is a Champions League team.
Yeah, like a fourth place in the
Maybe
league.
third.
But,
Pushing third, knocking on the door. Yeah.
Okay. So I've got my final pick.
Yeah.
Can I pick Alisson? I know he's been injured a bit, but
I mean, you can. Yeah, I was going to, but
So
I just need that. I just need the injury thing. That's it.
I know the injury point will get brought up, but it's then like, do I pick? Look, like,
But this is in
left?
terms of what, this season?
Yeah. They still.
He has, when he was playing,
Yeah, when he was playing, it was amazing. Exactly.
Was he amazing?
Yes.
No. Was he amazing?
No. Yes, he was.
People were bringing up the conversation.
But
He's the best
he
of all
was good,
time,
but
yeah.
he's so amazing that the fact that he's good is amazing. Does that make
No,
sense?
I think he was amazing. Like Izzo was saying, people are bringing up conversations like, no, is this the best that we've ever seen in the Premier League? Is this the best ever
From
signing,
Alisson
etc.?
this season.
Before you got injured, yeah. It was
He
getting
was,
so
bro,
when
they
we
were
were
top
doing
of
the
the league.
halfway of
Yeah,
the team
they
of the
were-
season, he was in
They
there.
were top of the league, so I am
It
going
was
to go
between him and
Alisson.
Vicario.
Yeah, so I am going to go Alisson. I picked two. I think I picked two Spurs players already, Son and Udogie on that left side. So it could have been Vicario. So I will pick Alisson because I don't want to go Onana, and I do not. It was Dubravka at Newcastle, who's been okay, but not mind blowing. I feel like Newcastle probably would be a bit better if Pope is back in that squad. Yeah. So for that reason, I'm going to go.
How
for
about
Alisson.
the Luton goalkeeper? What's his name again?
Kaminsky.
I'm
He's
picking no
good.
one relegated, bro.
No, but he has been very good for.
I
think
You're trying to get him in my team so you
Hey,
can cross me
man.
after. I know what you're doing, bro.
I was going to, but I was like, nah, that's a bit too risky.
Right,
Yeah,
so-
let me just sum mine up
yeah.
before you go. So I've got goalkeeper Alisson, left back Udogie, centre back pairing of Pau Torres and Fabian Schär. Right back is Ben White. Midfield is Endo, Douglas Luiz, and then the cam we got player of the season, Phil Foden.
That's the clue that one.
Then left wing I've got Son. Up top I've got Haaland, and right wing I've got Palmer.
That's a good team. Third place.
We saying better than sixth.
Better than that.
It's definitely not better than mine. We talking about
It is.
defensively.
It is.
That defense is a bit wiggity.
No, I think
They'll score more
business defense is better though.
The defense is better, but they'll score.
Man will score. What are you talking about? Bowen, Watkins, Olise.
They'll score, but these look, they'll
and then
score more than
Odegaard
you.
feeding them. Don't get me angry right now.
I think we should pick subs as well because at least they ain't playing, man.
And Bowen ain't doing nothing off that left either.
No subs.
All right, so obviously we said left backs are one of the hardest places for this league right now. But I'm gonna go someone that's played there. It's not his position per se, but he's played there and he's done really, really well there when called upon. And it's gonna be my first. my first Tottenham player, which is I'm going Tottenham player. I don't know what you were thinking. I'm going Mickey van der Ven as my left back.
You're shameless. Mom's just
I'm going Van der
I
Ven.
saw you one game there.
I was saying Joe Gomez or something.
No, I was gonna say, what's his name? Davis. The way he said Tottenham. What's the kid?
No, you man are laughing. You man are
Mickey
laughing.
van der Ven.
You man are laughing.
He played
Now,
one game
the thing
there.
is, hold on, he's playing
Man,
though.
them are criminals.
He's playing though. First, okay, hold on. Let me.
You can have goodness. You can have goodness. You can have goodness.
Van der Ven played there. He's played there.
One game.
No, he played
that
there.
they lost.
And they
No,
didn't
and
even
then
play well.
he played recently. Who did Tottenham play?
City.
Yeah, he's played there before as well. He has played there before earlier in
the
the
game
season.
before, yeah.
And earlier in the season, he played there as well. He did. He
Well,
has.
Burnley, he played.
I don't know what game it was, but earlier in the season, but listen. Let me explain why. Yeah, Van der Ven as a centre back this season. I know you're an Arsenal fan, so you're gonna hate him anyways.
No,
but he's been good this
No,
season.
he has been good.
He's been good this season, and for what the player is, he's actually very, very pacey. I know he can play left back well. He's very composed on the
He
ball.
can't play left back well.
right?
He can play left back.
Yeah, exactly. That's
He
what
can play
it
left
is.
back, he
He
can't
can
play
play
well.
left back. He can't play
For
left
my
back
team,
well.
I think he can, but I think
Pick
for
him
my
anyway.
team, it's fine. My team's still starting. My team's winning the league, but I think for my team, I think he doesn't need to do much in this type of way because he wouldn't need to do much.
Yeah.
Maybe tuck in when Trippier maybe like joins the attack, but I think for at the moment for this Tottenham team to fill in that left back position, he can do it, and I think he's a very good player. Now that picture of him, I don't know what game it was when he did some on his head. That Newcastle.
My boy.
Now listen,
My boy.
Exactly.
now listen, that pick's brazy. That pick's so
I've never
you
seen
can't
anything
get
like it. Because why is he screaming?
you can't get
Let's
caught
get up.
in a picture like you can't get caught like that as a defender.
No,
man. That lives with you. That lives with you forever, man.
No, exactly. You picked him.
No, but he's a good player, man.
So cool.
He's a
Now that
good
you picked
player.
your player, you can't change it. I would have gone more for Robinson at Fulham.
Bro, there's Anthony Robinson, there's Doughty.
I've still got my left
Luton.
back.
True,
But
but
Oh,
yeah.
I was gonna
But
pick
he's the
Doughty. I
only
was
one, he's
going
the
to
only
pick
one.
Doughty,
He's the only one.
so I've got a couple of names in mind. Got Mitchell.
Yeah.
Got Doughty.
Wait, let me run through my team real quick.
Oh yeah, sorry.
So obviously my full team is David Raya, Mickey van der Ven, Saliba, Tarkowski, Trippier, Rodri, Pascal Gross, KDB, Anthony Gordon, Dominic Solanke, and Mohamed Salah.
Nah, I can get at your team, man.
Bro, that's not first on this panel. I don't know what it
You
is.
can get on. You can get at that team. You can get at that team.
What are you talking about?
You can get at the team.
That team, a lot of players
That
don't know what
front
they're
three
doing.
is scoring
What's your midfield?
goals. KDB, Pascal Gross, and Rodri.
Which is a very good midfield.
Yeah.
Yeah. Defense.
Trippier, Tarkowski, Saliba, the best centre back.
Nah, that defense is meaty.
The full
Tarkowski, Van der Ven, and Trippier. Nah, bro, you're
Just get out of
you're not
fullback.
Premier League in that.
You're getting out those fullbacks.
Bro, you're
That's
not
like-
scoring
That's
regardless.
like
You're not
looking at
getting there.
United's midfield and then the only good one is Bruno. Like, bro, it's gonna get
Because attacking is not really all that.
Tarkowski and Saliba have the most clean sheets as defenders in the league.
Yeah, but
In the league. So what are we
But
talking
Trippier,
about?
I'm just gonna keep attacking
Trippier's
him.
got.
And then
You man are bugging.
I'm gonna put him on his head again.
You man are bugging.
Yeah, that left wing. Oh, bro, you got
Bro, let the comments
you
talk.
got Cole Palmer who's gonna go at him. You got Saka who can go at him. Who you got?
Oh, Elise.
Yeah.
No, at least he's
Fine,
gonna
man.
kill him. Man.
Spin him. Yeah, so who do you feel left back?
Ooh, so there's Diego Dallo's been good there as well.
Yeah. Shall I give you some options?
I think it's brazen I haven't really put one Man United player. But
It
that
says it
tells
all.
you-
It
That
speaks
tells you,
volumes.
man.
None of us have.
Yeah.
Hey, easy.
None of us have.
Kobe was a mention.
I would have picked Morgan Gibbs White over Bruno, I'll be real, though, this season for me personally.
Yeah, definitely.
He's not a better player, but I would
That's
have
a drag,
taken.
man.
I would have
Bruno's still up there with chances created. But anyways, continue.
Corners.
this
bro.
mythical stat. Anyway,
That's it. It's a difficult stat.
for left back, I'm gonna go Mitchell.
Okay.
Every time I see Palace, he has been like really good. He's up there for me with in terms of left because there's been Simicast, but he got injured,
Yeah.
so he had a good stretch. There's
Do you feel Gomez?
There's Joe Gomez,
Joe Gomez is good, but I picked my two Liverpool players,
Fair.
DVD and
Anthony
McAllister.
Anthony Robertson at Fulham. He's got the most successful crosses in the league.
Yeah.
I think in the final third.
But if I wanted that, I would have. Me personally, from what I've seen Doherty
Yeah.
with some balls there, but Mitchell for me, he in terms of defensively, offensively as well. Pair with
Defensively,
with
a
Eze.
lot of people can't track to him. You know.
No, I can't.
Yeah, especially in terms of successful. Damn, never. Fun out there.
Yeah.
But him and Eze have a nice little partnership on the left.
I hear that.
Yeah, we'll get it. I'm winning this one.
You haven't.
Guys,
Isak
let
on
us
Van
know.
de Ven.
Let us
when
know.
he drifts out left.
Genuinely haven't
man.
won.
Who's
Because I can put Trippier in my
team has the
midfield.
best? Let's go left to right. So Rizzo, please read out your full 11 and then Max.
I want the comments to be honest. Be honest in the team, the quality in the team.
They're gonna have a graphic on screen.
Alright, cool. Say that.
With everyone's team.
Your team's
and they're
meaty,
gonna-
bro.
Mine.
When you actually put the players up, it's meaty.
Your
bro.
defense let you down though.
Bro,
Your
I
defense
can't-
is bad.
The comments know, they know.
Cool. So for goalkeeper, I've got Emi Martinez.
Okay.
My centre back pairing is Braithwaite and VVD. So
Okay.
it's the young, the old, experienced. You know what I mean? Gusto on the right, 6 assists. Mitchell on the left. In my midfield, I've got Rice signing of the season, Paqueta and McAllister, another signing of the season.
Paqueta, yeah, go on.
Yeah, Paqueta.
Decent midfield.
What?
It's a
Decent.
decent midfield. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
The
I thought-
creativity is.
Paqueta, no?
No, it's lacking a little bit, but it's okay.
Paqueta.
No, continue.
McAllister could chip in here and there.
It's
Gusto
okay.
scream
No
on.
need to justify it.
Anyway, Eze is there. But anyway, Eze on the left, Isak up top, and Saka on the right. Another, you know how good he whips the ball in.
Mate, look, right foot, left foot, what do you want?
What do you want, man? Pinpoint pass,
Signature finish.
Literally,
Literally,
man.
man.
They say it's
Alright.
Iron Robin, you know. Regen.
Now,
Hey, I didn't say it either.
the best team on this panel.
Max,
you
go
know.
on. Who is your starting 11?
Right, so David Raya, most clean sheet as a keeper in the league. Mickey Van der Ven as my left back. Debatable, but he can tuck in really well. Saliba and Tarkowski as my centre back partnership. Most clean sheets in the league, both of them together. Trippier, most assists in the wing on my right back. I've got Rodri, the best DM in the league. Pascal Gross, second best in the league in terms of passes. KDB, the best cam in the league. Then I got Anthony
Legs are gone
Gordon,
though, but-
Solanke, and Mohamed Salah, who's shown he can get the golden boot wherever the season lies upon.
You see that up front?
What do you
it's actually, no, it's
Anthony
actually-
Gordon,
it's actually
Dominic
your attack-
Solanke,
it's actually
19
your attack
goals.
and defense that are lacking because your defense, you've got your crown jewel in Saliba, and then yes, I know Tarkowski has been good as
Discussion
well.
just been
No,
at
no,
Arsenal
no, no,
players.
because when you break it down, his defense and attack are identical. The German defense is Saliba, the German attack is Salah, and then you've got Solanke and Gordon, and then you've got
Great
Trippier,
seasons.
Tarkowski, and Mickey Van der Ven.
No, don't try and downplay my team. Don't try that.
No,
Tarkowski.
I read your team.
No,
just said your
no,
team,
no, he's
I
put-
read it,
no,
I read it.
he's trying
I
to
read your
down-
team.
Nah, listen. Dominic Solanke, 19 goals. Mohamed Salah, 18 goals. Anthony Gordon's had a very good season. KDB's been great. Rodri's been great. Trippier's
Where
most
was Salah
assists.
where it counted?
Exactly.
When we needed them the most, he vanished.
Exactly.
Crazy.
Faded the universe on
They
the
know what, so they're just trying to downplay it. It's cool. The comments though.
Alright,
Use
cool.
your 11.
Alright, so starting in goalkeeper, we've got Alisson. I think that speaks for itself.
Just for half the season.
Injured. Well, all right.
Left back, we've got Udogie, which I feel like he's probably been the best left back. Two centre back pairings, we've got Pau Torres and Fabian Shaw.
Stinks.
I don't think that
You
stinks.
can get out. You can get
I
out.
don't think that stinks.
It's good at like when you have the ball, bro. Attacking it.
Off the ball.
Jesus.
Yeah, the ball playing ability is good, but I don't know about the rest. Go on.
Right back, we've got Ben White. I feel like he's very good attacking and defensively. DM, we've got Endo, the destroyer. Then we've got Douglas Luiz playing that 8 role, and then in the cam we've got Phil Foden.
Good.
I
alright.
genuinely feel like that's the best player this season in the Prem.
Fairs.
Left wing we've got Son. Up top we've got Haaland, and then right wing we've got Palmer.
So guys, we're letting him have
I'm
Son
not-
on the left wing in
I'm not-
2024.
Nah,
that's crazy,
No,
man.
we can let
We
that.
have
but
to.
We can let him, but that stinks.
That attack is very like it's moments.
No, but have you seen Son
Nah,
beating?
A lot of great moments.
No. I'm saying they're gonna play in moments.
Well, you need the most.
Nah, you don't think
Purple Patch Son, Haaland, who is
Needs that service.
like in terms of everything outside of finishing, isn't the greatest. And
Horrible.
obviously you've got Cole Palmer who does his thing, but
He's trying to downplay us. What? Let him go. Let him go.
Yeah,
Let him
can
go.
downplay his.
comments. He's had comments. Yeah.
Cool. Goalkeeper Jordan Pickford,
Jesus.
second most clean sheets in the league.
Second to whose team? Okay,
To
continue.
David Raya.
Okay,
Cool.
my team. All right, cool.
Anyways, right back I've got Trent, the best right back in the league.
Injured, but okay.
Centre back
yeah.
Get
pairing.
skinned a lot, but okay.
Centre back pairing of Gabriel and Anderson. That is, yeah.
Alright.
Gvardiol, left back. He's the best. He's been the best left back this season.
No, but it's those 5 goals in the last 8 games.
That's
really
skewing
propped him
it,
up,
yeah.
you know?
No, but before that,
Let's really look into it.
Let's look into it.
If we really because you can look into it. I've got stats, bro. Listen, more than 1.5 dribbles every 90 minutes, 70% dribble success rate,
Wait,
3
we're talking about
defensive
defenders.
actions per 90. Gvardiol's been great this season.
Defensive
talking about
actions. I hate those type of things, man. Ball carrying movements, defensive actions. I hate those type of stats. It's ruined the game.
Just continue.
You said get into it, I got into it. Right, midfield, in my 6th, I have Caicedo to clean up. I have Guimaraes right next to him, and then I've got Odegaard in the 10
Bravo.
to provide service to the front 3.
I like the midfield.
The front
It
3,
ain't great.
I've got Olise on the right, Watkins up front, and Jared Bowen on the left.
It's not great.
But you know the creativity in that midfield's a bit.
It's a bit off
It's a bit
because you
horrible.
got
It's
you
just
got
Bruno.
Odegaard.
Bruno
Odegaard.
Oh,
You got Odegaard.
Odegaard. I forgot.
You got Odegaard,
Yeah,
but Caicedo.
No, I like the midfield.
No, it's balanced because
It's balanced.
Caicedo can do all the sweeping up,
Yeah.
and so can Guimaraes. But then Guimaraes is the one that can progress the ball as well as
I
Odegaard.
forgot. Yeah,
I
Odegaard.
don't know.
They don't believe that. They don't believe
Maybe-
your
maybe
story.
you
don't believe
But
that.
listen, your
Maybe
attack,
attack
Say
again.
the
your
attack- the attack's not great.
ain't great.
The attack ain't
The
great.
attack ain't great.
Nah,
It ain't
say it again.
great.
Olise on the right.
Okay,
Seen
800.
not even half, a quarter of the season.
How many
Okay.
goals do you got this season?
Ten.
Less than 10, right?
10.
Oh,
He's
10.
got 10. No, I think he's
10.
got
Just
10.
10. Okay.
Cool. Watkins, 19 and 12.
Okay.
Okay, cool.
And then Jared Bowen, he's on 14 goals this season.
Okay,
I think.
now look at
And
mine.
out of position.
Mm.
Yeah, it
Yeah, but
has
just
its
funny,
thing.
because he got most of his goals out of position. So what
Up
we
top
doing
though,
Yeah,
and you're not
but-
playing him there.
Yeah, you're playing on the
And then
left.
look at mine.
Exactly, he tried
Yeah,
it.
but you
He's
know,
playing
they
right
know.
winger,
but
so.
what I'm saying is the way I like to play as a coach.
Oh, I'm fluid.
the-
In
coach.
transition,
I
in
did.
transition,
I
it's
did
going to
it.
be Bowen and Watkins up front,
Yeah.
and there's going to be a flat four. We're going to have Olise on the left, Odegaard playing sort of not tucked in far on the right, but as an advanced playmaker off the right.
Yeah.
It's Caicedo and Guimaraes in the middle to do all the breaking up with the play, tackling, dirty work. That's who you want. Caicedo and Guimaraes. Don't play with me,
Bro, you're saying your attack's potent. 19 goals, Gordon. 18 goals, Sri Lanka.
Hold on.
18 goals,
Say it
Salah.
one more time.
19.
Goals for who?
Gordon.
No.
No, he has 10, bro.
Wait, no.
Anthony
no.
Gordon has
He might wear
10.
Oh,
number
no.
19.
He's looking at the book. No,
that's crazy.
11, still 11.
No.
11 for Gordon,
Okay.
18 for Salah, 19 for Sri Lanka. So what are we talking about?
Okay,
what
but-
are we talking about?
No, but when you actually look at it,
Stop talking.
Salah hasn't been here since he came from AFCON. Let's be
Yeah.
real. Anthony Gordon, you said it yourself, very inconsistent. And then Dominic Solanke, yes, he has been good, but he has also missed quite a few opportunities. And when you look at all the strikers of who we've named, he's 4th.
Yeah, he is.
They don't believe your stories, man.
He's not better
They
than
know.
Isak. Do you think he's better than Isak?
Who, Gordon?
Yeah.
No.
Sri Lanka.
He's not better than Isak.
And
He's not better than Isak, but he's had a great
Is he
season.
better than Haaland?
Hell no.
Obviously
Is he
not.
better than Watkins?
No,
So
he's
he's
not.
wrong.
But we're talking,
Yeah.
we're talking about our full off.
Just
My
don't-
front three is better than all of you.
Hell no.
Yes, it
No,
is.
it's not.
It genuinely is, but it's alright. They
Guys,
know.
Yeah, you
let
gotta
us
leave
know.
it. You gotta leave it to the comments.
Let us know in the comments
They
below.
know, man.
If you guys listen on Spotify as well, make sure you are able to not only give this episode a 5-star rating, but also let us know whose team do you think is the best team.
Yeah.
If
Just say
it
the
was-
name. Just say
Yeah,
the name.
just say the name.
Yeah.
If this was a top 4, who would finish first,
Oh, yeah, that's
second,
good.
third, and then get
Yeah, that's a
relegated?
good way to put it.
Yeah.
That's a good
That
way to
is-
put it.
Bro, you're not finishing top 4. Not even that.
No, there's only
No, there's 4 of us.
No,
How?
he's still not me. He's still not even making it.
Man.
Bro. Your team's dead, but it's alright. It's calm.
dead.
It's calm. They
He's
know.
saying Mids is definitely getting relegated.
It's
You're
getting
finished.
relegated, bro.
Listen, that man,
I'm not gonna lie. I think his defense sends him down.
No, both of your defenses are stinky. I mean.
How? My defense is
Your
good on
defense
the
is
wall.
worse.
At the end of the day, at the end of the day, look at Chelsea. We've conceded bare goals. All you need to do is score more than you concede.
That's horrible.
I'm an attacking manager.
Your goal difference is going to be 0.
United.
Man United.
that's even a compliment. It's like -6.
Hey, stop.
Might get worse.
End the team.
Alright, Landon, thank you so much for joining.
Should we
Nah.
update the playlist?
Our
So it
pleasure.
feels like a...
Yeah, actually, update the playlist. Yeah, 100%.
So just a song you guys have been listening to over the past week.
Yeah,
Oh,
so this is
fairs.
for our people on Spotify and Apple Music.
I like that.
Yeah, what song have you guys been playing this week?
Great
What
one.
have I been playing?
Who's gonna go first?
Alright, cool. So right now, obviously, I've been listening to a lot of I've been listening to Kendrick.
Okay.
Not Like Us. I've been streaming it. I know you love Drake so much. I've been streaming it bears, but I've also been listening to Gunna's new album this season.
Oh.
One of One's been a great song for me.
Fairs.
Okay.
Fairs.
I'm gonna put that one. PB, what team do you want to put
They're
on the
not
playlist?
like us.
I'm
Your
gonna
team's
go
not like us.
for-
Your team's not like us.
I'm gonna go for Cash Cobain for sure, Fisher for sure, however you wanna call it. I've been listening to that track.
I think Cash Cobain's hard.
Yeah, I think Cash Cobain's cold. Like that whole Slizzy set is quite cold. I could have picked anyone from him to Vonnie the singer, you know, to Charlie. I've been listening to all them lots. So yeah, I'll go for Cash Cobain.
Izzo, what are you putting on the playlist?
One sec.
Should I go first?
Yeah, you go first.
I'm gonna put Hunting Wabbits by J. Cole.
My
I
God.
wasn't really trying to listen to Jermaine after he apologized.
I wasn't impressed by that.
No, but he made the right decision for his career,
for
man.
his financial decision, yeah. But I went back to listen to the tape. Actually, might delete later. And Hunting Wabbits, the flow.
I need to take it in because in general, I don't really listen to him that much. And then after this whole ordeal,
I don't like conscious rap at all.
No, bro. I'm just trying to enjoy my life.
Listen to this tape.
Alright,
Very
cool.
good rapping tape.
Therefore, we'll do.
Let me get N100 and Pot of Paper. Frankie's back. The joint tape's decent.
I need to take that in as well.
Yeah, it's actually decent.
Have you listened to Chips and what's it called, Central C's thing?
Nah, not yet. You know, is it good?
Nah, I ain't listened to it yet. I need to.
Central C's one's good. Chips one's alright.
Fairs.
Fair enough, but Mandem, that has been another episode of the Outchea Podcast. Thank you so much for joining. Quick plug, final whistle. Where can they find you guys?
All right, you can find us on, TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, The Final Whistle on YouTube. We do a lot of different football videos. Obviously, Mids is one of the co-hosts on there. You've got me, you've got Mike, you've got Raf. You couldn't make it today.
I might be there sometimes.
Izzo's quite a frequent guest.
Caps.
Yeah, we try to get other people on just to talk about football in general, our opinion. Obviously, we've got the Euros coming up, so we're going to be doing a lot of content surrounding that. So yeah, just lock in, have a look, interact with us, yeah.
I appreciate you guys coming on. But yes, that's been another episode. It's been your boy Mids MB.
J to the Izzo.
PB.
Oh, Mike. Oh, point, y'all. My fault.
We're out of here.
Love.